Welcome to another episode Around the Fire. Today, for you, I've got a red dot for the budget-minded individual. So what I've got here for you is the TRUGLO red dot, 30mm, 5 MOA reticle. It's a nice small unit, very lightweight, seems to have a pretty rugged construction. It will retail you about $50 to $60 depending upon where you pick one up at. For anybody out there that's been looking for an optic that, maybe they just wanted to go to the range with the kids, a good loner optic, a good hunting optic, honestly, if you're not out there trying to shoot incredibly long distances, with a red dot, which some guys do. Trust me, I see videos of it all the time. I don't know why you do that sort of thing. Maybe just for fun, just to say you've done it. But this guy is perfectly capable of all your day-to-day uses, your hunting, your target shooting, all those things, and on a budget. So, like, if that's where you're at, perfect for you. I was really, really happy with it. As you can see, it is actually sitting on my Home Defense Kel-Tec. You can check out the other video on that if that's something that interests you. I really have very minimal bad things to say about it. If you notice here, one thing I took off was just this little rubber grommet piece that holds on your adjustment cover. I took it off of that one because it was just sticking when I was at the range the other day, and I'll put it back on eventually. I just took it off because it was ticking me off at the time, but they are nice because it keeps your caps there so you don't lose them if you're outside or something like that, which is really convenient because I don't know about you guys, but I have done that before. Let's see, what's this little package here? Unlimited eye relief. Well, that is a cool thing, in case you don't know what that is. Basically means that on your weapon, whether it be a pistol, a rifle, or whatnot, you typically with like a scope or something, you put it really close to get just that marginal distance from here, to your eye, so that when you're looking through, that the reticle is in a clear picture. Because if you've ever noticed, sometimes you have difficulty setting up some scopes that don't have the front end objective lens adjustment. And if you don't have that, typically what will happen is that thin cross reticle will seem blurred or doubled, and you really have to fiddle around with it, trying to find a comfortable position. And sometimes, depending upon the gun that you're using, that can be incredibly frustrating, especially when, you bought something in mind for something and then you end up using it on something else. If you're anything like me, you have all these guns laying around, all these optics, and you're swapping them around just trying to figure out the best configuration and everything all the time. And that unlimited eye relief really does make your life a little bit easier, because it gives you the option. If you want to put the red dot all the way out front, you can do so, and there's no problem. If you want to put it closer and that's where you like it, you can do so, and there's no problem. If you like shooting with two eyes, maybe put it further out. If you like shooting with one eye, maybe put it a little closer. That's just my personal recommendation there. It comes with two rubber covers. They come off if you want to. I actually like the look of it being on, and it keeps it clean and keeps it from getting scratched. They look pretty cool, which is always nice, right? They don't look cheap and crappy. One of them is a yellow tint, and the other is clear. One cool thing I think TRUGLO has done, which, take it or leave it, they've changed their logo from all the scopes and whatnot, and optics used to have this bright orange and green logo on them. Their package still does, but all of the optics now has this nice sort of copper colored stamped bit of metal, and I think that's a pretty classy look. They are really easy to mount, which is something they advertise in the package, but it's just a nice big section of rail that gives you a nice solid grip, and one piece of rod there that will meet up with the Picatinny rails. So it does offer some rail flexibility depending upon your situation. It's got 5 levels of adjustment, red and green, which is pretty standard nowadays. It has a 5 minute of angle dot. If you don't know what that means, the higher the quality in your red dot, usually the smaller the minute of angle dot you're going to get. A more precision piece of glass and a more precision laser are going to deliver you a much smaller dot. The benefit of the smaller dot, it's easier to see around, and at higher levels of illumination, that dot does not become bloomed. Now, that's the issue with lesser types of red dots, and just about any red dot, to be honest with you, when you turn it all the way up. When you turn them up, you will see that the laser is hitting, and there's this bloom around it, which is always compounded by dust, so these lens caps definitely help trying to keep that cleaner. Usefulness, would I recommend this to a friend or to you guys? I would say absolutely, depending upon what you're doing. If you're looking for something in this price point and something to get on your gun, something that looks really cool, because I will say this looks really cool on a lot of shit. I've been very happy with it on just about everything I put on. I haven't had it look funny or out of place on anything. It looks good, it works good, it does the job. On the lower settings, it has a very nice small dot. Like I said, you put it up on the higher settings, and you're going to get a much bigger dot. The higher settings do, however, work very well when you're out on like a bright day, because so much more like visual noise cancellation, if you will, like the extra light is canceled out. It does its job quite well. I will say, it being a 5-minute angle red dot, a 30mm lens, which is not teeny. There are smaller red dots out there, but for me personally, I would only probably use this out to say 75 yards, 100 yards tops. I don't like using red dots out at 100 yards. I mean, 75 yards, you're going to be able to get on paper with this and not have issues. I don't think at 75 yards, you're going to be putting them all in the same hole. I mean, maybe if you're using a nice bench or something like that and have a really good shooting position. And I don't think it's this thing's fault. I just think that, there's no magnification there. So, without magnification, it's pretty hard to have extremely small groupings at distance like that. But this is something that will get you on target. It is a great, I'd say, home defense, close range option for a double eye shotgun sort of relief. Like that's the way I have mine set up. I put it a little bit further out, and the setup the way it is on the Keltec, I can do both eyes. That way I can use my flashlight as well, and it's just it's perfect for that. It's flexible. Like I said, it's got the nice mounting system. The mounting system is about 2 inches long. So figure that into whatever you're going with. I mean, this is not a small unit. It's smaller than some. It's smaller than one of the larger Tascos I have, but it's not by any means like a micro red dot. So this is maybe for a big pistol, but not something you'd want to put on a smaller one. Depending upon what kind of rail section you'd have on there, it might not even fit. Other than that, I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. Like I said, it looks good. The price is good. I haven't had any problems with one. It's held to 0 on the Keltec shotgun, so that's 12 gauge. We had it on the 223. We've had it on 2 different 223s. We've had it on the ACR. We've had it on the AR-15. I've had it on an AR-15, the AR-15 from Reticle Firearms, chambered in 7.62 by 39. We've had it on there. I've also had it on the M92 PAP. We've had it on the 308. I mean, when I get these things, typically I take them and within reasonable means torture test them. I'm not going to go out and bury this thing in mud and come back a week later and say, oh, look, it rusted or it got water inside of it, because honestly, I wouldn't expect anything less. I mean, if it didn't, that would be amazing. But I'm a guy just like you. I'm not going to go out and wreck my shit for the sake of wrecking my shit or to just disprove something about this thing. You can go watch other reviews out there, make up your own mind on it. But I say for the $50, $60, if you see one of these on the rack, it comes in a little blister pack like that, all packed inside there. Red dot, TRUGLO. if you see one of those and you have been wanting or have a need, that you could fill with that, I say absolutely purchase one. I think it's a very high quality product. I think they've done something very nice there. We have a couple more TRUGLOs that we're going to be doing some reviews on, so stay tuned for those. This is just another one in the Optic series that we're going to continue to try and bring you guys. We'll kind of bounce around. We're going to try and do some budget stuff, and we're going to try and do some stuff that's maybe a little more high end, but gotta pay those bills too. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them. I'll get to them like I always do as soon as I can. Give us a like and a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys have anything maybe you suggest we check out that's a good deal, or something that you've seen that's a good deal that you can point me in the direction of, I'm always down for a good deal, so hit me up and let me know. Have a good one.